Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. I just finished a shift as a bartender, holy, and I'm clocked out now, so I wanted to show you around a little bit, but I'm going now on my way to the drive-in because what I'm going to be doing is doing some barbecue smoking. Not right now, I'm going to sleep and then come back. So if you're going to change a keg, all right, I'm going to show you what to do. So find the one that you want to change, this guy, and follow the line. It goes right here. So what we're going to do, that turned off the CO2, the gas. So now what I'm going to do is disconnect it. All right. Pull this out, and then up, and up, and then twist. Perfect. Jesus. Oh. This guy, I'm gonna put that back on. Then you can turn back on the gas. So the gas is back on, and then we just want to clear this line. So you're gonna press on the top of this thing. See how it filled up? That's yeah, that's how you change the thingies. Just got to the drive-in. There's so many bugs. Wow. Hello, friends. Yeah, I love you so much. Not. We'll see. Oh, my eyes. I gotta check the meat and see what we're working with. Let me tell you right now, boys. This right here, it's been my savior. It actually is like super convenient, but no, I mean, I've never drank Monster Energy before, obviously. I'm not an energy drink guy. So, what I'm doing, the ribs, I'm gonna keep them in the fridge and do those tomorrow because the pork is gonna take longer than the ribs. And so I can put the pork on, which is why I'm prepping it now. It's like 10:30, 10:45? Yeah, 10:30 at night. So I'll get this stuff on first thing in the morning, and then while that's cooking, I will prep the ribs, get those on shortly after the pork. Ooh, ooh, ooh. How many per case? What are they looking at? 8 per case? Look at this. It's okay, sorry, that's a joke. You know what all this meat juice is? Or like how it like sort of turns gray and like discolored? If I remember correctly, it has to do with some with like lactic acid, and then another part of it I think has to do with anaerobic glycolysis, which if you're not familiar with the process, I won't even bother explaining it to you because it's very complex and hard to understand. Hey Siri, what is anaerobic glycolysis? Did I get you? Or how about this? Hey Google, what is anaerobic glycolysis? Or how about this? Hi Bixby, what is anaerobic glycolysis? Just in case I didn't get you the first time. Hey Siri, what okay, I'm just kidding. I'm not on drugs, guys. I'm just tired. I have to specify that because when people see me act silly and funny and hyper, they think that I'm, again, like on something. This is just who I am, okay? Use one of the house knives to open the package. No sense in using your good chef's knife on a piece of plastic. Just gonna try and trim off a little bit. See, we got some fat here, which is super good. We wanna have some fat on it, but all of this stuff is gonna render off of the meat, and it's gonna disappear into the smoker, into the bottom, and it will never get cooked into the meat. It's something that a lot of people pointed out in one of my videos last time I did this, so that I could render some of this, and people thought I was like getting rid of all the flavor or something. Sorry, that's not how it works. all of this fat on the exterior, once again, not all of it, but the majority of it is going to render and melt off and fall through the grates into the bottom of the smoker. You'll never see it again. I was just thinking about, you know, where I'm working right now, why I'm doing it. The biggest thing for me, I really love learning new things. I value consistent growth, consistent learning. I also value rest and taking breaks from that learning and taking time to practice your craft and your skills. But like ultimately, I want to continue to learn. A lot of people think I don't take being a chef or cook seriously. They don't think I take the industry seriously. I can tell you right now, anybody who's actually worked with me, aside from some of the folks at maybe the Black Rabbit, anybody that's worked with me knows that I take this seriously. And I like to make silly videos on the internet where I poke fun at people or poke fun at myself. I can enjoy making fun of myself and my job while simultaneously taking pride in it. Just because the things that I cook are not impressive or Michelin level doesn't mean that I don't have some kind of talent or skill. One of the sous chefs I was working with, he, first week on the job, or whatever, second week, I don't know. Once he figured out I was passionate about what I'm doing, he got me to read Kitchen Confidential by Anthony Bourdain. I found that book was kind of like a gateway book into reading more books. So I read like Eat a Peach by David Chang. I've read Life on the Line by Grant Achatz and Nick Kokonis. I've read Daniel Boulud's Letters to a Young Chef. I just finished reading, oh, what's her name? I just finished reading Erin French's Lost Kitchen. I think that's what it's called. Her whole story as a chef. James Beard Award winning chef, I think, from Maine. Like, man, learning about the industry through books and through videos like this, watching and learning from people in the industry and reading from people that are actually successful. That's what I would recommend to anybody that wants to get into this job or career. Mustard, I'm not a huge like mustard guy. Get some of this on here. So this is salt, pepper, and paprika. A lot of the time, you know, like I'd like to think I know what I'm doing. I'm learning things every day, and every time that I like cook this meat, I learn more things. If you have a hard time learning new things because you don't like change and you don't like adapting and you don't like evolving, and like you're probably not gonna want to work in this industry. Okay, meat's prepped. I need to get home, get some sleep. It's 11:29, 26. And yeah, headed home, and I'll be back in the morning to continue this mission. Get away from me. Oh man, I'm tired, but I just woke up and I'm headed to work. I don't really care if you find out where I live. It's a secure building, and I'm also not gonna be here for much longer, so. I've been on a little like coffee stint. I don't normally drink coffee, but recently I went with a friend to do like a coffee tasting or like some specialty stuff. It was super fun, and I was inspired to drink coffee again. Nothing fancy. I'm at McDonald's and I'm gonna get the vanilla iced coffee. I had one the other day and it was really good. Oh yeah. Yeah. These sandwiches benefit from like a little salt, so I always keep a little fleur de sel. A little finishing salt though, like on your breakfast sandwich, it makes it like 100 times better. Is what I was trying to say. There is an event coming up that we need some food for. I'm gonna do a smoked mac and cheese, and I gotta go to the Turtle, check and see what we got for ingredients. If we don't have enough stuff, then I will have to go to the store and purchase some more. Why is the door to the basement open here? Hello. It looks like all of the recycling bottles are gone. So I locked this door last night. I'm assuming it's good. Somebody probably just got the recycling, but I'm gonna show you guys, I mean, you've probably seen it 100 times. I'm just gonna show you guys how to start a fire, and not only start one, but like how easy it is to actually start one. A lot of people think it's like really difficult and they do like way too much. You can start a fire with literally, I mean, you can start a fire with much less than this, but like one stick that's dry and one piece of cardboard or paper, or yeah, just one piece. And obviously you need a lighter, unless you're gonna do the trick where you, like, you know, rub the stick on another piece of wood and create like a little ember. If I wasn't on the clock, I would do that just for fun. Obviously, I'm on company time, so we gotta be efficient here. Ugh. All right, so fill in the water pan. This piece of wood, okay, this piece of cardboard, and a lighter. That's it. Don't need lighter fluid, don't need fire starter, don't need a huge bundle of newspaper, don't need any of that stuff. I am gonna chop up a few smaller sticks really quickly though. It's a small target. I'm not using this stuff here to start the fire. I'm just using it to keep it going once I do get it started. You can break this up using a knife or something, but you can also use your hands if it's dry enough. All this stuff is great. You want surface area. Same thing with the cardboard. We want surface area. Rip it up, separate, like if you've got, what is it called? Corrugated cardboard or something? Or perforated? So like tear the edges. Go ahead and light one. You definitely don't want to wear gloves for this. Now we're going to use the fire from the cardboard to light the sticks. Place your sticks on top with all that surface area. And I'm gonna put a larger piece right here. Oh no, the fire's out. Oh shoot, it's the fire's out. What should we do? I guess that we'll have to use lighter fluid. Oh darn. Oh, if only I went to Boy Scouts when I was younger and learned how to make fires, and man, what a shame. All I gotta do now is just start adding the little pieces of wood. And if the fire at any point decides to go out, I've already burned all the little pieces that I put in originally. So now I have embers. All I have to do is grab something like this with a lot of surface area, place it on top of the embers, and blow, and it'll pop right back up. Putting the wood on now. I'm doing some kind of like log cabin, but I'm also not being very particular right now. I'm just sort of placing it on top so that it can start to catch. This is actually a perfect example. You can see like there's like no smoke. So my guess is that I smothered it, just meaning that like there's not enough oxygen or airflow in order for it to continue burning. So what I'm gonna do is blow on it. The embers are going to heat up with that oxygen and start to catch. I'm going to need a few smaller pieces of twig. You can see this guy's almost there. All right, now we blow. I do this with my fingers and blow through the little, it helps target. Almost. And we have fire. I'm gonna show you how to remove the sinew tissue from one of these guys. There's lots of different ways you can do it. I'm just gonna show you how I do it. All right, open up the bag with a knife that's not sharp enough to open the bag. Much better. Boom. You can feel the bone here, so right in between where the bones are. So again, not this first one, but the second one. We're gonna go in underneath in the middle with the butter knife, almost going through, but it's not going through the skin or going or the tissue. I'm gonna go sort of scrape through underneath like that, and then we're gonna sort of twist it, and it's going to slowly lift itself off of this first bone like this. And it's pretty tough, like, you know, shouldn't go through it completely, but you can see from this angle, see that, how we're like separating it here. All right, and then we're gonna go all the way through that first one and come towards the end and try and lift that off of the end like that. Now if you try and grab this, sometimes it'll work, but your hand will slip. Grab a little piece of paper towel, grab that, hold the end, and just pull all the way up. And that is taking the sinew tissue off. Trying to get all of that wood to burn down into embers. The smoker's currently up just over 400 degrees, which is a lot hotter than I need it. So I'm just gonna let that keep cooking. I'm not gonna be putting the meat on at 400 degrees. I'm gonna let it sort of cool down a lot, and it'll actually work in my favor because when I open the doors to put all the meat in, you lose a lot of heat. So it'll probably balance out to about 200. So. Okay, so now that we've got like a good fire, well, we've had a good fire and we've got embers, we can pretty much put any log in and it'll catch fire almost instantly. Whew, it's hot. Oh, instantly. Yeah, right away it just starts burning, and that's perfect because we don't want so much smoke that it leaves a bad taste. This is gonna help like tenderize the meat. It's gonna give it a nice flavor, add moisture, like it's pretty good. All the meat's on, seasoned and sprayed, and the fire is hot. Smoke is burning clean. I need to run over and grab the ingredients for mac and cheese. It took me a few minutes, but got the stuff for the sauce. I got 40 pounds of macaroni. Right now, I'm just washing those really big pans, and I am going to start cooking the pasta. I have a lot of it, and I only have like 2 burners, 2 pots. So I'm gonna do like batches. It's gonna be slightly undercooked, like under al dente, because it still needs to go in the smoker for an hour afterwards with the sauce, and that's gonna continue to cook it a bit. And then it's also gonna be reheated on the day of the event, and that's gonna also cook the noodles a little bit. So I wanna definitely undercook them intentionally so that hopefully day of they're not soft and like ruined. I had to split them up. Moved one over there because I was like, man, these are taking a long time to boil. Came over to check. They're not even on. I guess there's a little power bar down there that I had them plugged into, and I guess it's just drawing too much power between the two of them. So yeah, just straining the noodles when they're like a little undercooked. This one's slow. Even though the wattage is the same, I think the pot is just old, but that's the first bag done. Still got 3 more. It's almost 5 p.m. Fire's looking good. Lots of hot embers, keeping it up to temperature. Ooh. Oh yeah. As it turns out, the power bar over there couldn't even handle one of the burners, let alone 2. So I have one over on top of the freezer, and then I got one here. We're getting it cooked though. That one's gonna be full, so I'll have 2 full ones, and then I need to do, well, I still have 2 bags left. I did not bring paper towel. Good enough for now. Cause one last time I need to juice your meat with vinegar. All right, now I'm gonna wrap them all. Boots and cats and boots and cats, you know, like the, yeah, I'm gonna wrap them all up in aluminum foil so that they cook faster, because I ain't got all night. And also it does help cook them, and it's better that way. So go here. Oh, come on. At least it's not crazy windy. So it's like a little present. Okay, we go here. There we go. Whoop. Like that. Wrap the edges. And that going right back in. Oh, whoo, whoo, whoo. Ah, that's very warm. Also, holy Toledo. This thing is, wow, that's hot. Like, look at that on the outside. Fell right off. It's like way too big of a piece. Way too big. Yeah. Just in case, because I know one of you are gonna say it, you can cut multiple aluminum foils, lay them here, and then wrap. That way you don't lose heat as much. That's all fine and dandy. And that's why I'm doing it now. Sun's starting to go down. Sun's setting in paradise. I want to see if I could get like another like thumbnail-esque picture. All the meat is wrapped. Ooh. Don't want to let too much heat out. Nice and toasty. I wish you could like feel how warm this is. Oh man, it's so nice. It's been a day, well, and a couple of days. It's hard work, but like it's not that hard. You know what I mean? Like I've only been taking wood from this here, or trying to, and I've used almost about the same amount of wood as last time. Almost, but I definitely used more last time because I took some off of here, and then a little bit from underneath here. So it's just trial and error, you know? It's just like trying different things, seeing what works. I've got 2 racks of ribs that have a different like special seasoning on them that I'm trying out, and I'm actually super excited for that. It's a local business, and I love a good excuse to support local, and I wish that I could have done this sooner because man, it smells incredible, and I know it's gonna taste good. It's gonna be a little say show. It's hot. Whew. Oh, look at that juiciness. Oh man. Oh. Oh no. I mean, I have to try it, but like, look at that. Just falling apart. So this is one of the seasonings that was gifted to me by Posh Nosh Spices in Skaduk. Yeah. Yeah, those are falling off the bone, that's for sure. Might have to try another one just to be sure. We are what, hour 9 that the meat's been on. The fire's good and hot. All the meat's wrapped, so I'm not too worried about ash or anything getting on it. The ribs came off. They had been on for about 9 hours. I wrapped them in aluminum foil. They were on there for 2 hours in that, so 9 total. Just under 9. But the pork shoulder, I think it's a little ambitious to pull them off before hour 10. They're still a bit like, there's a couple of small ones that are feeling pretty good, but like, yeah, some of the bigger guys are still like pretty firm. Like I think they're getting there, but it's gonna take a little bit more. If you saw my other video where I had stayed awake for like 30 hours or whatever. Well, it was more like 40, but the only reason I did that was because I had my younger brother's graduation the following day, so I do not anymore. I was just sitting here and keeping an eye on the fire, and then there's been a few groups of like vehicles coming by today, just like people in the area, and like I guess last year here there was like an event for the local car show, and it wasn't here this year, but they still did some kind of drive-in like pop-up movie theater. So we had a few people come by, but like there was a vehicle came by, they said hi, and they were just asking about the smoker and you know, when they're doing movies at the Neptune. And then there were some people in the back of the vehicle that rolled down the window that I didn't see, and she said that she follows me on TikTok, and so I was like, oh wow, anyway, it was super cool. I offered to let them try some of the pulled pork. There's quite a bit of it on the exterior that is fully cooked and ready to eat, so I gave them some of that. And for me right now, I'm just kind of waiting for the center to finish, you know, fully cooking and tenderizing. But yeah, I just thought that was cool. I wanted to like share it. But yeah, this is the view. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. Okay. Oh, pork's coming off. Fire is gonna slowly fizzle out. All of the meat is wrapped, resting in the refrigerator. That way tomorrow I can come in and prep it. Make sure it's all like pulled apart or ready to go. I'm trying to do like the chit, like where he's like, yeah, yeah. Oh, I love that guy. I gotta get home. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you hanging in with me. I also really enjoy sharing my job and what I do. Without people watching, it would be so much less fun. If you're like trying to get into content creation yourself, you have to do it because you enjoy it, not because you're just doing it for like other people. Because when you start out, there often aren't a lot of people. I'm doing it because it's memories, right? It's like a virtual scrapbook that I will always be able to look back on. You know, maybe I'm a crazy successful chef someday and I have a restaurant. I can show people where I learned to smoke meat. Like I can show people my very first job at the golf course where I learned how to use a deep fryer. You gotta do it for the right reasons. And that's the same with anything. But I'd like to think that I'm doing things for the right reasons, and sometimes I feel like I'm not, but people change. And I wanna change, but in a good way. And I hope that I have, and I hope I continue to. And I hope the same for you. So, I was going to be done for the night, but I saw an opportunity to help. I checked the reservations for today and the walk-ins. I just checked the books. Where does this guy go? Up here. Check the books for today at Le Moque-Tortue. And I like putting a little spice on that. Anyway, they were busy today. Like, actually, the 275 covers, more than half of those were walk-ins. I'm pretty sure this is the busiest day so far this year. 275 covers, I think. It's the busiest so far, so if not the busiest, one of the busiest. I wanted to come in and see who's still, because I still had energy left, right? And that's the thing, the people that are here working after hours, trying to finish dishes, and like, there's a lot of them, man. Like it's, you know, somebody's gotta do it. And like, the person that's here, because I didn't know who was working, but I came to check, and like, man, she has a 2-year-old kid, right? And like, she said her husband has to be up really early, so she's getting up really early tomorrow morning. I can't say I know exactly what it's like to raise a 2-year-old kid. I can't imagine that it's very easy from what I have come to understand. So if I can get her out of here back with her kid so that she can get a little bit of sleep before midnight, I don't have a kid to go home to at this point in time. So yeah, we're doing dishes, man. Back where it all began. Okay, I don't think it's gonna fit. It's close, but... And I've had a lot of sugar. Almost done. It's 1 a.m. Just gotta like finish tidying. Like so I'm like throwing the laundry in, right? And then I also have to, I'm gonna double check, make sure front of house has roll-ups for tomorrow. Just a little cleaner. And I just heard the, oh, yep, there you go. All right, yep. Okay, all right, thank you. Yep, all right. Washer. We're gonna go colors, extra heavy, dark colors, second rinse for dirt. Oh yeah. Literally took me like 2 minutes, if even. Was that so hard? Kitchen. I just wanna make sure everything's like tidy and like put away. Who put that there? Wonder why we don't have any rags, guys. I was just checking, they don't have like any, like this is, oh geez, this is what they have for roll-ups. Oh wait, no, there's some here. Okay, never mind. I don't feel that bad anymore. All right, I was gonna do some, but then I didn't see the 3 baskets there. You know, you get in what you, or no, you put out what you get out what you put in. For me, if I want to be a chef someday, then I gotta act like it mentally. You know, I gotta be a team player. Almost. Well, actually, yeah, that's pretty much it. I just gotta empty them off and then clock out. Just made it home. 2:22 a.m. It's not too late. It's actually early. 2 a.m. unboxings hit different. So I got I just got a 10-inch chef knife. I got a bread knife, 10-inch. Holy, that is huge. That's insane. Well, I guess it's not that crazy, but like, I don't have a Bluetooth speaker for when I'm at work and I want to listen to music. So I got 2 different ones to try. One I might leave in my car. One I might leave at the restaurant, maybe, with an air tag on it so that I never lose it. Hope you guys have enjoyed this vlog, this video. It was really long. I hope you have a good night or morning or day, wherever you are. Oh, there was one other thing I was gonna mention before I end the video. I wanted to say, what's that HVAC guy on TikTok? He's like, oh yeah. Hey, watch this. There's one person, well actually a couple, maybe like one person who's gonna get this reference. Ready?